We have a new window into the mind of Bowe Bergdahl before he was taken prisoner by the Taliban. Newly revealed journal entries given exclusively to the Washington Post by a friend of Bergdahl's gives us new perspective into the mindset of a soldier at the center of a national uproar. This is one of those entries. Quote, "I am the lone wolf of deadly nothingness." These words paint a stark picture of the then Army private in the year leading up to the day that Bergdahl left his post. By his own account, Bergdahl struggled in the military. Before basic training, he wrote, quote, "I'm worried. The closer I get to ship day, the calmer the voices are. I'm reverting. I'm getting colder. My feelings are being flushed with the frozen logic and the training, all the unfeeling cold judgment of darkness." Then, with unorthodox spelling, Bergdahl expresses feelings of alienation. Quote, "Trying to keep myself together. I'm so tired of the blackness, but what will happen to me without it? Bloody hell, why do I keep thinking of this over and over?" But according to these writings, Bergdahl apparently had some kind of plan. Just 3 weeks before his capture, he emailed a friend's daughter saying, quote, "I'm good, but plans have begun to form. No timeline yet." Now, when the friend asked Bergdahl what he was talking about, his response was cryptic. Numbers and letters strung together, almost readable, but not quite. CNN has contacted Kim Harrison, this friend, the one who gave Bergdahl's writings to the Washington Post, but she declined to comment to us. But I want to talk more about this, so let's bring in CNN Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr and Matthew Hoh, a former State Department official and family friend of the Bergdahls. Welcome to you both. Barbara, I want to start with you because some might wonder how Bowe Bergdahl was in the Army in the first place.
Well, Carol, what we now know is that in the months before joining the Army, he actually spent about 26 days as a member of the U.S. Coast Guard. He was discharged from that very quickly with an administrative or non-specified discharge. We do not know the reasons he was discharged. That has not yet been made public.
We've got to remember these are just journal entries. It's not the whole journal, but certainly it is a little troubling. They match up with some of the emails that were reported on that he sent to his family in the Rolling Stone article that Michael Hastings and Matt Farwell wrote a couple of years back. And what I think it does is, and remember too, Kim Harrison, the young lady who released these journals, she did this because she wanted to prove that Bowe was not a deserter. And so you have to frame it in that context too. And I think it's very helpful because it gives us a very humanizing glimpse into his life. This shows a young man who is 22 going off to war or at war.